From decorating your home or garden to buying one or selling one. The housing market is hot right now with plenty of demand and little inventory.
Yeah, it's getting tougher to land that house, but it means if you are looking to sell, wow, you are in a great place. So here to tell us more about that is Kevin Rockoff, broker and co-owner of Rockoff Realty. Thank you.
Hi, nice
for
to see
being
you
here. Yeah,
Pleasure.
If you're lucky enough to, I guess, be downsizing or relocating or something, you're in good shape.
Great time to sell, tough time to be a buyer right now.
Tough time to
sure.
be a buyer, right?
Tough time.
Give us some of the stats.
So sales are down 10%. Sales are down 5%. Prices are up 10%.
Wow.
So it's like both sides of it. There's low inventory, and the ones that are on the market are going at just record high pricing.
And that's in all neighborhoods here in Connecticut?
This is a national thing.
National.
Well, the data I just gave you was for Connecticut, but the thing is, it's not just a town. It's really as a country.
It's really
starting
remarkable.
to switch though. Actually, you see like Florida, where they've had a lot of construction and a lot of building, and half the clients for whom I sell houses wind up moving down there. I've noticed they're starting to have more inventory and prices are actually dropping.
In Florida, because there's so much inventory.
So much inventory.
So our problem, is it actually worse in Connecticut? Because we just have more limited supply?
Very.
Okay.
Connecticut is one of the less supply, highest demand in terms of inventory. So yeah, because you know it's very hard to build here. Costs are high, zoning laws. So a lot of factors are going on specific to Connecticut that do restrict it.
Is this right? $385,216, the average home price?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, we just had the story in the news the other day that in 27 cities now, the median home price is $1 million. So I guess worse value compared to some places.
Well, that's average. So remember, Connecticut's going to have a high variance, right?
Yeah.
Because just where we are.
Well, here's an example. And the thing is, you can make even more money if you're selling with your program, because you're an industry disruptor. You only charge 1% of your commission. You're the 1% guy. But this is one of your houses in Glastonbury at 87 Fairview Terrace, and you sold that for $675,000. So that saved your clients 10 grand, more than 10 grand. Did that also go at asking or over asking?
Actually, that was one of my agents. I'm not sure how that one particular.
Just curious.
I can tell you overall, I mean, they tend to go above asking.
Yeah.
But it's a market. You never know. We realtors don't necessarily know what they're going to sell for.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, yeah. So that's one that just sold. And
well, talk to us about your program, because it's 1%, right?
So we only charge 1% versus the 2.5%, 3% that people have been charged, realtors have been generally charged, called traditionally charging for decades. And the whole thing is that the internet has switched how homes are bought and sold.
Right.
You don't need offices all over the state.
You don't need the big car with the back seat and the maps to drive us around.
Exactly. That never happens anymore.
I remember looking for a house with my parents, like when I was little, getting in the back of a car to like drive around and get out and look at houses. Yeah.
There was no navigation, right? You had to have all those maps, and the realtor really knew the area and all that. So it's such a different endeavor now after the internet. And remember, 99% of people find their homes online.
Yeah.
And that's why we include professional photography, because if everyone's looking online, and that with the 1% professional photography of floor plans, you have to have great photos. But
speaking of great, Kate, can we go back to that photo that we just saw? I don't know, this one. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Oh, actually, that was one of my listings. Yeah, folks were just downsizing. A lot of folks are downsizing while the timing is good. That one sold well over ask, actually, for what that matters. But that's in Norton Road in East Windsor, beautiful home. And they saved, what, $7,200. When I come up with that number, that's basically 1% versus 2.5%.
Yeah.
So that's the savings. And the same job, sign, lockbox, we do staging advice, punch list, all the
You're
full
really
service.
not giving up anything. You get everything that you would normally, because people are going to say, what's the catch? But there's
Kara, I've been doing this for 7 years.
Yeah.
And now we're a team. We're about to sell our 500th home.
Oh, congratulations.
And I'm super proud of the fact that we have 90 reviews between Google and Zillow. Every single one is 5-star.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it's great when your name's on the door, because people get to know it's quality service. Yeah, and I'm going to save a bunch of money.
One more house you had in Wilton.
We just showed it.
Oh, okay.
No, show it again, please. I don't know if we can see it. There it is.
Oh, that's one in Wilton. Yeah, I'm doing more, getting towards more the southwestern part of the state.
Yeah, wow.
Saving folks a lot of money.
Because it's spreading, you know, people are learning that you don't have to just pay. Everyone always thought you had to pay that. But we only have 30 seconds left. We got big changes you want people to know about coming on August 17th for real estate.
Basically, the other half of the 5% is between 2.5% to the listing person. Again, I charge 1%, then 2.5% to the buyer's broker, person who represents the buyer. Come August 17th, there will be no more buyer compensation in MLS. Literally, it's changing how things have been done for 70 years. I should come back on and just talk about this because it really impacts people, and it's a work in progress how it's all going to play out.
Okay.
But it really does impact a lot of people in a major way, realtors and their consumers as well.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
Kev, thanks so
Interesting
much.
stuff.
To get in touch with Kevin and his team, please visit rockoffrealty.com. The 1% people.
Yeah.